So, rewatching Scream 2 was a very interesting watch. It's not like my favourite of the movies. It's not the worst, but it's also not like one of the best. So, the opening of the movie is like two people rewatching or watching Stab 1 come out, which is um, the movie about Scream 1, but it's like a real life movie made like from true events. I found it interesting that they almost got what Casey said identical. I think they did as I'm almost certain that they got what Casey said down to a T, which I don't understand how they did it, if they did. Maureen's death at the start of the movie is one of the most like horrific things I've seen in a horror movie. Like, it's not the worst because I've watched Saw, but it's like everyone was just like watching it happen and they were just like, oh, it must be like promotion for the movie. And it's just like, I could see that happening in real life. I love that, like, so the first time we see Sydney in the movie, someone like fake calls her. So, and they like do the whole like, what's your favorite scary movie? And she's just like, I don't like them. I know. She's like, who is this? And he's like, who do you think it is? And then she tells him his name because she's got caller ID, which is interesting. I don't think, do landlines have that now? Still? We'll never know. What confuses me is like Sydney's still scared of Cotton, and like I don't understand why. So like in the first movie she realises that Cotton didn't actually kill her mum and she put a like innocent man away. But she's still scared of him. It's so weird. Like, if you know why, please explain it to me. But I just don't understand why she's still scared of him. I absolutely love Randy in this movie. Like, I know everyone says that like it's funny because some of the it seems that some of the characters in the Scream franchise know they're in a movie. But I feel like it's 100% Randy knows he's in a movie. Because, like, his whole, like, rules and he's just hilarious. So in my Scream 1 review, I said that rewatching it, it's very obvious who the killer is. And again, rewatching Scream 2, it's very obvious who the killer is, like, at least to me. Because I know what to, like, pick up on. Like the way people speak about the killer and the way people react to like the news and stuff like that. It's just very obvious who the killer was rewatching it. In this movie, Dewey turns up to Sydney's like university or college because he's worried that the killer is like, the killings are starting up again and they don't understand why this is happening. But I just don't like Dewey's like hero complex. It's really weird because to me it just feels like his sister's death didn't mean anything. Like, it's not I don't it's just, it doesn't look like it's affected him at all. I mean, obviously like the hero complex, like he has to save everyone because he couldn't save his sister. It's just, I don't really like him in this movie, if I'm honest. Now again, the Gale-Sydney relationship in this movie is so hilarious. I absolutely love it. I just love how they like, it is so funny the way they react around each other. The second kill of the movie, I really don't understand why Cece just doesn't leave the house straight away. If someone's calling me up and saying like, do you want to die? I'd be like, yeah, yeet. I'd run to the nearest like frat house. Like, obviously there was a party going on opposite and she didn't freaking leave. It annoys me so much. how stupid these characters are. In these movies, like, so in the Scream movies, there's always like a fake out jump scare. So when like someone opens a door and then the music builds up and then they close the door and no one's there. I absolutely love these like fake jump scares. And then there's always one straight after it. But I just love how they like build up to fake jump scares. The whole movie, they're trying to make you think that Derek is the killer. Because obviously he's Sydney's boyfriend, and there's that whole scene where Dewey finds him with like a cut on his arm, and it's very reminiscent of Billy, because he did the exact same thing, but like Derek is a medical student and he would know where to cut himself without cutting an artery. But it's just, it was so, like, watching it back, it was so obvious that it wasn't him that it just pains me. Because, like, I hurt for Sydney because she literally can't trust anyone. I noticed that Randy always predicts the killer. Like, obviously spoiler alert, he dies in this movie, but so he can't predict the killer in the third one. But I absolutely love that the first person Randy suspects is the killer. I think people need to be thinking more like Randy. I genuinely think Sydney needs a therapist. Like, it's so much more obvious in the third one, but like the stuff she's gone through, and she's just like, nah, I'm fine. I'll just go to college and everything will be okay. Like, get some help. Randy's death is like the saddest thing I've ever seen. Like, it hurts me to like just think about. Oh, I absolutely love Randy, and he was killed too soon. Justice for Randy. I don't know why they keep pushing a Dewey and Gale love story. It baffles me, because no matter how many times they get them together, they break up between movies. So what's the point? They literally do it in every movie. Like, between the second movie and the third movie, they break up. They're like married in the fourth movie, but they break up between the fourth and the fifth movie. And then, obviously, spoiler alert, Dewey dies in the fifth movie, so obviously they can't push a Dewey Gale love story in the sixth, which I'm absolutely loving. I just don't like the Dewey Gale love story. I think they're better as like flirtatious friends. The killer reveal in this movie is a bit... I like it because, like, I think what Scream does best is connecting killers. So I feel like it's where Scream 4 really, like, it's the reason it's the worst one. But Scream, so like having the killer be Billy's mum and someone she's like groomed into becoming a serial. He was already like being groomed into becoming I feel like she says that he was already on the road to become a serial killer, and she just like pushed him a little bit. So I do like this movie, like the first 3 movies connect all the killers, and I like it. It gives it like a certain kind of feel, and I do enjoy the first 3 movies. So I think, and I'm probably going to get flack for this, but I would give this movie like a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. Because like I said, it's not the worst of the franchise, but it's also not one of the best. It's like second to last, in my opinion. So I would give it like, I'm going to be generous and give it a 7 out of 10. So let me know down in the comments how you feel about Scream 2. Did you agree with my opinions? Did you not? Tell me down below. So next week I'll be doing Scream 3. The week after that, Scream 4. I think it's the week before Scream 6 comes out, I will release my Scream 5 review, and then the day of the release, I will do my Scream 6 review. So I hope you liked that video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you did, and share it with your friends. Bye!